Hello, Mother Funsters, and welcome to episode 11 of the podcast Bitrated. My name is Mellar, and we are joined today by co-host Mr. Zendo.
What's going on, guys? Bam!
And our special guest today is Bobthecanadianguy.
Hey, what's up?
The fucking flex.
It's not the same when I do it.
No. Mel, you do it like a girl. You're like.
Well, I'm kind of taking the piss a little bit, but yeah, all right, whatever.
Interesting stuff. What's going on,
that was pretty good. So how are we doing, guys? How are you doing, Bob? Tell us about yourself.
I'm doing fantastic. Been up for way too long, which I generally happen to do. I'm a variety streamer. Like, when I say variety, I mean pure variety. Every stream is something completely different. I rarely play the same game twice within a week. I'll play anything from Twitch Sings to Dauntless to a top-down RPG MMO to Barbie Goes Shopping. Like, I'll play anything. Anything.
So what have you been playing most recently on stream?
Lately I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2, Slime Rancher. This is a question I was not ready for because I barely keep track. I have been playing Rocksmith and learning guitar on stream lately.
Well, that's
which
cool.
It's been quite the experience. I don't know how to play instruments. I was always an art student. Jeez. What else? I guess I've been playing some roguelike games as well. Sundered and Risk of Rain too. Risk of Rain is just amazing.
What have you been doing in Destiny? I have interest. I used to play a shitload of it.
Just finished up the main story for the first part, but leading into the first DLC. So I just got my speeder and everything. And
you're just getting into the Destiny swing of things.
Yeah, exactly.
I get you.
Running a hunter. I love the hunter, always have. And it helps that the hunters have a presence like Cade 6. Oh.
None of this means anything to me, I'm sorry.
It's all good, man.
So, talk a little bit about this other game that you were playing recently, the one that you said you might get a server for.
Oh, RPG World Online.
What's that about?
So, it's a completely free-to-play MMORPG, top-down. It's in a 16-bit style, where it's somewhat open source. And I say that loosely because you can get access to the map editor. You can set up your own server fairly easily. You just have to host it. You can set it up with your own the server with your own rules, with your own map. You can tweak the scaling system however you want it. Change out image files for whatever you want the images to be. You can fully customize it to be your world. And I've been playing this on and off for the past 17 years. It's been around for 19 years now, made by one guy, and playing that alongside RuneScape made me realize I wanted to be a game developer. Because I was like, oh, cool, I can do this. Sweet.
Yeah, it's cool. So tell us a little bit more about your branding, because you've got a special Canadian brand.
I do. We're all about keeping it. We keep it sweet. We stick together because we are the Maple Gang.
I love that. That is awesome. You say it all the time on stream, and I wanted to see if you could say it on this.
That was awesome.
And we keep that flex left. Got to keep full flex. And it all started off with just that theme week that the flex just kind of stuck because that was my first time ever doing a crazy long stream, and I went from Friday into Saturday and then still going on Sunday. So the flex just never stopped. The branding came about pretty simple. Other than that, I mean, I sat down, went to make my name on Twitch. I'm like, who am I as a person? I'm like, well, I'm just Bob, some guy from Canada. Bob the Canadian guy. Boom, nice and easy. And I've got all my Canadian swag that I go along with. My shades are out there.
That's alright, we're going to see them in the clip anyway, Bob.
There you go. I got my flag.
I am Canadian.
Yeah, it's very easy branding. It's recognizable in an instant.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Canada. I mean, try and point out to me someone who doesn't like Canada. We're known as being friendly people.
It's true.
So I try to present us in a good light as much as possible, and I love being known as a wholesome streamer because you get that reciprocated within your community. And the whole "we stick together" is a huge theme. Like, we look out for each other through thick and thin. We're all here for each other, and
that's awesome. Like that's part of like Twitch, isn't it? Like, you build the community, you stick with it, and like they help you out, you help them out, and like you just all have fun, and that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and when it comes to a lot of us out there on the internet, we're pretty awkward people. We're generally the social outcast, stuff like that. So to have that close-knit community, it's a family that we got to choose for ourselves. I love it.
I like that. That's cool. So is there any games on stream that you've played but you haven't gone so good, like you haven't enjoyed, or not pulled in a lot of friends?
Not really, not so much. I generally stay away from the games that have a baseline toxic community, and
so that's the internet games. Everything on the internet then.
Well, like Fortnite, old school RuneScape, Minecraft, where you're just going to get trolls at some point or another.
Have a really good community, like old school Rune.
No, old school RuneScape has a very dedicated community.
Yeah,
but they can get very toxic because if you're not doing things just the right way, or you're doing certain things instead of other things, people will call you out on it, and it hurts. It hurts. I just want to enjoy my games the way I play them.
Yeah, absolutely. So, did we get any specific games there that you definitely didn't enjoy, or you must have one?
Overwatch, I'd have to say. Like, I love the game, but it's not good for me to stream because I get salty.
Aha!
And it comes back on me through my chat. It's oof. Yeah, the salt is real.
That's almost like fun, though. Rage is entertaining.
No. I actually disagree on that. I know maybe we should talk about this sometime. I normally tune out if someone starts getting a little bit ragey on a stream, even if it's
really
funny. Yeah.
See, and that's why I enjoy playing Apex on stream, because I can get that rage out, but it's always as a good laugh.
Yeah.
Because those games just go quick sometimes. It's like, okay, whatever, I got cream, let's go get him again. We gotta kill something.
Yeah, I kind of get that. That's an interesting point. Like, battle royales, like, even if you get ragey and you die in a weird way and you're mad, and you'll still be a little bit mad in the next game. You just hop straight into like the next round and be like, okay, fresh round. We've got it this time, gang. But then, like, in Overwatch, it's like 10 minutes of just getting ass pounded and raging.
Pretty much, yeah. And then once you hit that groove of just one good game, oh man, everyone gets behind the hype. It just starts snowballing, and you're like, yeah, okay, give me another. Come on, let's go. And then you get that headshot pulled on you, and you're just sitting there like, well, there goes that.
Absolutely. So, what have you got planned in the near future for channel Bob the Canadian Guy, Bob?
Yes. Just rolled out a soundboard, like a MIDI soundboard, by popular demand. I never really felt like doing it, but I had my community reach out to me. They're like, "We want this. We want to be able to scare you. We already do it with the air horn, make you flex and jump." So there's that added in. I've got more pop-ups, like my "Oh Hey Thanks Bud." Got more of that stuff coming.
Wicked.
Uh, there's a lot of back-end production value that I'm trying to put into it, which it's been a long time coming, and hopefully everyone enjoys it as much as I've been enjoying making all this.
Yeah, I completely get what you're saying. Like, I'm doing stuff on the back end. I'm not going to talk about it, but there's going to be big changes for my stream whenever I go back to stream full time. Obviously, I've had a baby, so, and I completely get that. Like, you get so excited, you have so many ideas, and you're like, "This is gonna be awesome!" And then, like, obviously, you want to get everything like perfect before you reveal it on your stream.
Yeah. I have to.
So I completely get that.
I have to say, I haven't done it so much as I'd like to recently, but I found that like sort of adding things to the stream in the back end quite often is just as much fun as actually streaming, because you're like, oh, this is going to be brilliant when I go live, kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like being a kid in a candy shop going into Christmas. It's just like,
Yeah, I want this, and I want this, and I want this.
Yeah.
And by the end, it's like, uh-oh, do I have too much? Oh, no. Well,
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to have to put some stuff back. Like,
Yeah.
Let's just put this aside for now and see how this goes.
That is actually something that we talked about on Bitrated. I think, was it on episode 2? With Nightwings Beyond, when we were talking about all the sort of accoutrements that go with streaming, and how some of them sometimes are sort of not really actually that useful, but people have them
like
anyway.
all widgets and what's the word? Extensions.
Yeah, extensions and some parts of overlays and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, you definitely have to suss them out to see what's actually going to be worthwhile long term, not just in the now.
Yeah, because something's fun for 5 minutes, but then you don't want to have that forever. And then if you do it for like 5 minutes and then take it off, people are gonna be like, "Oh, I liked that. Why didn't I get to play with that?"
Yeah. Like for me, I've got so much going on all the time. One thing that was brought up to me was like the stream avatars going along the bottom. I was like, it works for a lot of people. But we've been running for so long without them, and there's so much going on. I think it would just clutter everything more.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out, everyone's going to be disappointed because they don't get their little guy on the screen anymore.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah, it works for Mellar stream, I'd say, but like some other streamers that I know, I'm like, this would like really take away from the experience. Like, I would hate to have it on my stream personally, because I play obviously mainly FPS games. And then, like, it would be weird turning it on for, like, the non-FPS games I play and be like, hey, look, now we've got this thing, because reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't go with the channel and the brand, right? Like, you need to have something... There's cool stuff out there, and there's really cool stuff, but you got to really think, like, is this for my stream? Is this what I want to put out to people? And yeah, I kind of get that.
All right. There's something I would really like to talk about here, Bob. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy who has the record, as far as I'm aware, for the longest stream. 72 hours. Okay, that's Twitch. Twitch actually has a hard stop at 48 hours. You have to stop the stream at 48 hours and restart it. Yeah, the stream will automatically end at 48 hours.
Yeah, well,
I did not know that.
Yeah, OBS. So within the Twitch terms of service, no stream is to exceed 48 hours. Doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't exceed 48 hours. But what's really cool about, I don't know if it happens in other broadcasting software, but in OBS Studio, when you hit that 48-hour mark of just continuous streaming, it does a quick cycle of your stream. It cuts it out and right back in. So it keeps it continuous on your end, and it's almost seamless for your viewers. But in your VODs,
Yeah,
there's
it's a
that
separate
cutoff at
world.
48, and then so it's technically a new stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not breaking any rules while still breaking rules.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. It was a very interesting stream, I have to say. I must have watched quite a lot. I kept on going to bed, waking up, you were still there, going to work, coming back, you were still there.
I know. I see a streamer that I'm watching right now is like, well, I'm not watching it right now, but do you know what I mean? I was like watching him like last night, like 6 a.m., and then I just came to see him, like, oh yeah, it's still going.
But talk us through, like, what's it like to stream for that long? Because I can't even imagine staying awake for that long. Like,
see, first the whole staying awake thing is just commonplace for me.
Mm.
I've been doing it for over a decade. It's just it's how I work naturally.
Mm.
And then to be able to stream that long, you really have to know what you're doing, how your body works, different signs to look out for within your own well-being.
Mm.
And don't eat fatty stuff. Don't go loading yourself up on the sugars and caffeine. Like, stay away from energy drinks.
Really?
Number
Stay
one
away
thing.
from energy drinks.
Stay away from energy drinks. Coffee, just don't touch it. Keep that away as much as possible. Stick to your fruits.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I guess to avoid the crash, right?
It bogs you down, the fatty foods and everything. It gives you that, like, the Thanksgiving coma sort of deal, or I guess for you guys, like, it'd be that Christmas dinner, like, I ate way too much.
Mm.
And with what Mr. Zendo was saying, the crash from the caffeines and sugars, it hits you hard. Like, sure, you get that nice little boost short term, but it drags on you long term, and there's no real recovering from it.
What games did you play? Like, what was your, like, I guess, did you play like one game for the 72 hours, or did you
I only played
play
3
like
games.
3 games? Wow.
Yeah.
3 games, yeah.
I can't even remember what I was.
I remember one of them because you play quite a lot of the newer RuneScape game, and I thought it was amazing because you sat there. Were you bit mining?
I was smithing.
You were smithing,
For that.
which is just this gong, gong.
I mean,
Go
that is what RuneScape is.
About 16 hours. But it was a brilliant stream because it was basically just a just chatting stream, and to actually be able to keep that up for so long is really impressive to me.
I mean, that's near enough what RuneScape is, right? Like,
it is, in a sense, a left-click simulator, but at the same time, there's so much more to it than just the AFK skilling, which is what I love about it. You can take that break and just kind of hang out, or you can go diving into bosses and doing questing and everything. It's a kind of all-encompassing MMORPG. My first record that I ever set for myself was a 51-hour stream, and that was just RuneScape. Just RuneScape at the time. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Why 51? That's such a weird number.
Should we watch clip?
Okay. This is my favorite clip here.
All right. So we're going to watch both of the clips that you gave us, if that's okay, Bob.
Okay. I
All
don't
right.
have the
Double checking with you guys, which one first?
It's the one where Bob has the hat
it should
on.
be Dauntless first.
Dauntless first. Right. Gotcha.
Yeah. Fast, astute jellyfish.
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
How good is a good poop? Oh man, a good poop is pretty good.
What was that question?
10 pounds lighter? No, that's a great poop. That is a great poop. When you go and give birth to the toilet, oh, that is a great poop. It's called a great poop.
The fucking glasses right
I love the grass.
I've been stewing over it.
That is absolutely amazing, isn't it? And then this clip is from only a couple of days ago when we were talking about the clip that we've just watched, and this came out.
Gosh, I actually came back from a poop the other day, and I was like, man, you gotta love those poops where you look in the toilet and think to yourself, if I were gay, I could take on anyone. Gosh, I actually came back from a poop.
Man.
I think that
So
exemplifies Bob.
That just shit talk, like literally shit talk.
Sometimes, yeah.
Shit talking, huh?
It goes back to being a grade schooler, man. Poop is funny.
Poop is funny. Yeah.
Everyone poops. Everyone can relate. Poop.
That's the level RSGO just said, literally Bob streams. I think those clips very well exemplify what Bob streams are like.
Pretty much, yep.
I think the other day when I was watching, I was literally crying with laughter. It was amazing. Let's talk us very briefly through that first clip. What was happening in that stream at the time of that clip? Do you remember?
Man.
It was quite a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was quite some time ago, because that was before Dauntless was properly released.
Right.
Yeah, it was in beta, right? About that time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Someone, I just remember someone mentioning that they had a great poop, and someone else was like, well, what constitutes for a great poop? They got talking about it. I'm like, no. That's just a good poop. That's just a normal poop. That is a satisfying poop. Now let me explain to you what a great poop is.
Right, I see.
I like it.
You need that clear definition, you know?
Yeah, you can't throw the classifications around. Like,
Oh my god. That's my kind
there's
of
two
term.
great clips, and it's hilarious that they're both similar.
But they're both about poop.
I love the outfit in that first clip as well. You had the fucking swimming dunk hat on, the glasses, sort of the flag like in your back.
There's levels of Canada, isn't there, with Bob? The level one is the furry shirt, because you're always wearing that. and then it gradually goes up levels. So you've got the hat, you've got the glasses, you've got the flag.
Do you ever worry about nip slips with that vest? Do you ever worry about that?
I do and I don't. So when I get up, I make sure to grab the vest.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, as you see, I keep my camera at a certain level. So
Yeah,
it
very
doesn't
clever. Like, yeah.
Because I can open it up. I'm a safe.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Still no TOS break there. So very good. That
Exactly.
brilliant.
When nipples are allowed on Twitch,
I don't think
they
they
are,
think they
but
are.
they're not. They are, but they're not.
I think if you're in like the gym section doing like gym stuff, but you can't just
No, like there's a guy, fairly heavy set guy that streams shirtless all the time.
That's
and you can
TOS. That is TOS. I know that for a fact because there's a Dota streamer that stopped showing his cam because he always plays topless.
It is, but it isn't. You're okay as long as it's not in a sexual manner.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe like one, but if you keep doing it on purpose, like
Exactly. And if you're just openly, this is me, whatever, and you're not making anything, building anything off the fact that you are shirtless, then it's okay.
I don't think it's okay to be shirtless. I think if like a nip slip, like from your thing,
a little bit of a nip slip.
we're derailing from this.
This is quite an interesting topic, actually, but maybe we should talk about it some other time, or maybe off stream or something.
Yeah.
We'd quite like to know the definitive answer to that question at some point. If anybody really definitely can show us the bit on the TOS maybe later. Shall we move to segment 2 though, Mr. Zendo?
I think we shall.
All right. So our topic today is about merchandise and monetising, and the sort of subheading is
So get your shirts. The link. You also can get Bitrated mugs. They're fantastic. Remember to subscribe because that's important.
So that goes in quite nicely with the subheading is how much is too much. So thank you very much, Mr. Zender. So
That is borderline.
I didn't even plan that, but it just happened.
Yeah, you didn't plan that really. All right, so it's quite a broad topic. So let's start Bob, with your sort of broad thoughts on the subject, if it's okay.
Where do you want me to start? How much is too much, or just the general idea of
To the general idea, and then
merchandising and monetization? So it's a very iffy market. Because you can put yourself out there as much as you want. Don't get me wrong, but if you start pushing it on people, that's when it becomes an issue, and it really reciprocates back towards you from your community and those that aren't even a part of your community. That talk ends up happening. So I think it's totally okay to roll out merch if you want. To have those incentives for subscribing and all that, because it is nice to have that little bit extra coming in as a streamer. But honestly, if you're just doing it to have fun, it all just kind of it just comes if it's going to come. If you don't push for it, then just let it happen. Let it happen naturally, and you're a lot better off.
So are you saying that if you don't push for it, you will end up with a merch store at some point anyway? Are you saying it's inevitable?
Exactly. Yeah. No, like that's what happened with me. I never expected to roll out merch. Now I've got a merch store and people actually want to buy it. I don't know why, but hey, it's there.
And does it? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, does it bring in a decent amount of revenue for you, or?
I haven't seen anything from it. I have a few people that have told me that they're finally going to cave, buy a hoodie because they look comfortable, they look awesome, and it's been on their wish list for a while now. But at the same time, like, to buy someone's merchandise, that is an investment in the streamer themselves. That is saying, I love your content, I love you as a person, I want to support you in the fullest. And for me, that's really sweet. It really cool, and it makes me blush.
Oh,
that is swearing. That went straight. Look at that American accent. Bob, the Canadian guy,
wash your mouth out.
I'm a mod. It's fine. I'll just bang him.
No, don't.
I wasn't gonna.
I'm sorry there, bud. Do you want me looking like this, eh?
That's see now.
Yeah, bud.
So how much?
You say bud a lot.
Good. How much is too much then, Bob?
How much is too much? When you see it being actively pushed, like, hey guys, buy my merch. By the way, if you haven't checked out, I have merch down below. Blah blah blah. Like, that's too in your face. It's better to just let people find it for themselves. But at the same time, like, if you are partnered up with a supplier and like you've got your own special discount code and everything, just have it like as a bot message or something. Don't go putting it in your title like, hey, I've got merch. Exclamation point merch for my merch.
Would you say that maybe the very first time that you've got a merch store, it might be okay to do that and then get rid of it afterwards? Just the once?
Absolutely. Just to let folks know that, hey, guess what? I have this thing now, but you don't want it to be an ongoing. Otherwise, it deters people.
I think that's very sensible.
At least it deters me as just a standard viewer. If I want to buy merch from someone, I'll go asking them, like, hey, do you have t-shirts or a hat I can buy? And then they're like, yeah, actually, let me take this moment to plug myself.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good way of doing it. So have you ever like been watching a stream and actually been turned off and dipped because someone's been sort of pushing the match?
Yeah, quite a few times.
Seriously?
Because at that point, it feels like they're in it for the money, not for the joy of streaming. And that kills me, because this is what I do day in, day out. This is my love in life right now. So
absolutely. Mr. Zendo, go on.
I was going to say, but what about you guys?
Yeah. Mr. Zendo, do you want to put your 2 cents in?
You should go first.
You reckon?
Just a little controversial.
I'm the only one here that doesn't.
I was just stretching.
Yeah, sure.
No, and honestly, that's a great way of doing it. Wearing your own merchandise, because people will see it and be like, "Oh, you have your own shirt. Where can I get one?"
Well, just real quick, like I think it should be a stream uniform to have your own merch. And if I don't wear my own merch, why should I expect other people to? Caramel.
Agreed.
Actually, just before I put my 2 cents in, what do you think of the idea of wearing someone else's, like another streamer's merch on stream? Just out of interest.
I've done it.
Yeah?
Because if I truly love that streamer, it's just me giving them more exposure.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's my way of saying, hey guys, check this person out. Come on, check him out.
Yeah, I love him. You'll love him too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I feel very, very similar, I think, to Bob. There is a limit, and you've got to be very sensible about it. I think you've got to be sort of more sensible about things like merch than maybe you do about quite a lot of other things surrounding streaming, because merch is where, like, it's all about, it's money. You're talking about essentially taking people's money, and I know that that's what you're doing when people sub to you and donate and stuff, but that's gifting you money. They're giving you that money. Whereas when it comes to merch, they're getting something for that. They are buying an item. They are buying a product, and it needs to be good. And it needs to be like something that you put a lot of thought into and all that kind of thing. I think I'm the only one here that hasn't got a merch store. I've looked into it, but I haven't gone for it. I think the main reason why actually is because I really, really want a cap. Yes, I want a cap with my Mellar M, like a black cap with a Mellar M on it.
No, I feel you. And finding distributors and suppliers for hats is almost impossible.
Exactly.
For something that's affordable for the average Joe.
The thing is, though, is that I want it for me. I want to wear it. If other people want to buy it, that's great. But the main reason why I want to get it is because I want to wear it. I think that's not a bad reason to get a merch store. It's the only reason why I think I would go for it, which is why I haven't got one yet. Because if I can't get the hat, as far as I'm concerned, there's no point getting one.
Yeah.
Right. But it is something that can. It can escalate. It's something that, like you said, I wasn't expecting anyone to really want anything, and it turns out actually, yeah, they do, and people can get a really good revenue stream in because of that kind of thing. And if you can make money,
1 hot second.
No worries.
Okay.
If you can make money doing something that you love, then that is great.
Absolutely.
But you've got to avoid all the traps, and there are so many, of looking like you're out for money. Because, all three of us here, and most streamers, at least the ones that aren't partners, the main reason they want to stream is because they want to have fun. They want to be a part of a community. It's not because they want to make money. And to be honest with you, and we've talked about this so much on Bitrated, if you are streaming to make money, and you're not a partner, and you've just started out, you're probably going to have a bad time. Because if that's your motivation... Sorry, go on.
It's going to be a long, hard road.
Exactly. If that's your motivation, people are going to know, they're going to be turned off, and you're going to probably burn out and quit because you're not going to get anywhere. Even if people don't know, even if you manage to hide that that's your that's your real purpose in life, it takes such a long time. Yeah, it comes through. It takes such a long time to actually make any money on Twitch that you're just going to be like, well, what's the point in this? It's not a good motivation for streaming whatsoever. So merch can be quite a touchy subject for quite a few people, because some people who think in the way that I think we do, when it's like, yeah, you should stream for fun, then immediately discount streamers who have a merch store, which I think is really... I mean, that's way too blanket, and that's discounting way too many potentially good streamers.
Mm-hmm.
But
love the Bitrated bug.
Thank you. That's the
Get
only.
yours at my merch.
It's the only merch that I've got at the moment. But yeah, I mean that's it. I think that of all of the things that we talked about, I think the thing that you have to strike the best balance on is merch. But at the same time, if you're going to get something for yourself, you may as well make it available for others. So it's a very good.
Absolutely.
It's a very good, but I've never turned completely off a streamer because they've plugged their stuff too much. But I don't think I've ever actually seen someone live doing it.
See, I have, and like I've even moderated some of those people that they suddenly made that flip from I'm doing this for the love of it to I'm doing it for the money. I want to see as much money as possible. It's like, okay, I get that, but that shouldn't be your reason for streaming. You should be doing it because you love it and hope to make that money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it pushes people away. You'll see it time and time again. People just get pushed away because it's like they just want me to spend money on them.
Yeah.
They don't want me to just be here enjoying them.
Yeah.
And not everyone can drop that money.
Well, exactly. I mean, quite a lot of the merch stores do seem to sell their stuff for quite a lot of money. Yeah, they're quite expensive. The only other thing that I'd say about it is like actually setting up a merch store is quite a big time sink, and it's each thing that you add to that merch store is quite a big time sink. So it does confuse me sometimes when you go into like a small stream and they've got loads and loads of things on their merch store. You're like, well, come on, calm down. You know, add a couple of like one or two things that people are actually maybe more likely to buy, and then add the stuff later if required. You know,
yeah.
Instead of
like, I think on mine I have a hoodie, a tank top because full flex, a backpack just because I really want that backpack. It's ridiculous, and a mug because I think everyone should have a mug. Everyone uses mugs, so and it's a nice cheap knick-knack that someone can have of you
on stream as well.
On stream, yeah. Yeah, see, and that's my biggest thing is this is my mug. I need a new mug.
Well,
yeah, there. It is arbitrary. It is arbitrary, Kwong.
Absolutely. I did have one last thing to say, but it's completely gone out of my head. So, Mr. Sendai.
Sure. Yeah, no, I'm going to be disbanding my merch store, so I think self-promotion is really fucking disgusting. I'm joking.
I was really worried for about half a second there, and then I was like, oh yeah, he's joking.
Memes. No. So I actually brought another t-shirt. It's not on my merch store. Before I had a merch store, my wife got me this just because I want to represent my own thing, and I'm proud of my stream, and I want to like wear that and represent it. So I'll show you guys it. It's just like my little logo. It's like a chest piece, and then it's got like the Twitch thing on the back and my name on the back, almost like a jersey. And then this isn't for sale or anything. It was just something my wife made for me as a present, and like that, and like the merch store is just a more professional way of doing that. But I think self-promotion on a whole, no one else is going to promote for you. I mean, on the occasion where like another streamer might wear your merch because you're really good friends with that streamer or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, you've got to self-promote for yourself. Like, you've got to put your name out there. You've got to be like, hey, look, this is me. This is what I do. This is what I stream. If you want to rep my stuff in IRL, that's kind of like what I mean. Off the merch store, because the items are so much expensive or whatever, because it's a big corporation and stuff. Like you can set how much of a revenue you want to make per product. See, it's got a baseline thing of like the whatever, like I can't even think of the prices now. It's like say like $16 for a mug or whatever, and then you can add like increments onto that, and then you get that back as revenue. I set mine as like low as possible, maybe like £1 or like extra or something, and that's all the revenue I get, because I'm not like trying to make millions off my merch store and like I'm not trying to make money off it. I just like the fact that people would want to buy my merch, which is neat, and like I like it and everything, and like that just supports my stream. As something that you guys haven't really touched on is subs. I think subs is really cool, and I'll always promote subs. I'll be like, hey, guys, and like as for like how much is too much, like again, like I'm quite more forward with this than you guys are. But like I think subs is a really cool thing. Like there's loads of benefits to the sub badges. like say as the channel gets bigger, you get more emote slots now, which is a thing. Most streamers, unless partnered, only had the access to one emote for tier 1. Which is a really cool thing now. Like it gives so much more options for emotes and stuff, which is a really cool benefit. And it's just throwing it out there, saying, "Look, this is an option, guys. You get these rewards. It's an option. You know, I'd appreciate if you do support a small streamer because that's what you're doing. You know, I have skewed views on supporting the big guys out of like necessity because that's a different topic. Like, it's nice to support smaller streamers because they'll appreciate it more. Whereas if you drop a sub to Ninja, that's just money, that's just a number. But at that point, which is understandable, but like if you drop a sub to Mellar or Bob or myself or whatever, you know it's huge. It makes your night. Just because not so much because it's like $2.50 in the bank, but it's more like look. This dude has resubbed for 3 months now. He must really like my streams, my emote, my content. I must be doing something right. And it's almost like self-vindication.
Absolutely.
To say like, you know, I'm actually doing something right here. Like same for the merch store. It's like, look, someone likes my content enough to like want to represent it in their real life, and like that's awesome. And then fuck, I don't have a stat. No, I do. Yes.
Yeah, just while you're getting that, I think, that's cool.
Business cards for again self-promotion and stuff. I work in Starbucks. Kids talk about games and Twitch and stuff in Starbucks. Well, not necessarily kids, but teens.
I actually have a lot of streamers' business cards from the local Twitch meetups, and honestly, you meet so many people at those things. The business cards. Great idea, because you go home with that. It's like, okay, who did I actually meet? Right, this guy. I gotta go drop these follows because there's just so much going on that having that little bit,
you can't be like, oh, my stream's Mr. Underscore Zender, by the way. Oh yeah, cool. I'll check it out.
No one's gonna remember that. Yeah, I get you. Like in the sort of self-vindication sort of thing. I mean, I don't think I've never experienced. I don't know if you guys have, but if you see someone wearing your merch, that's got to be pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
Well,
that's kind of, there you go. I like that. Hello, my name's Bobthecanadian. I like that. It's great, and they're super cheap. Yeah, I got like what 500 for like £12.
There you go.
That's nothing, is it really? And I've had a lot of people come back. Not only follow but sub and stuff from Starbucks, like just from my networking and stuff.
That's really cool, man.
Which is awesome. And again, like it's another thing where it's like this, I'm doing something right here, and like and then like you want to put out better content because it's like you want to do what's best for them, and like that's why when you first get affiliated and your friends start subbing to you, and you're like. It drives you like to put out, give them emotes, to give them something back.
I always question people who sub to me, like, why? Because I go back and I watch my VODs, and I'm like, I love the fact that people love this content, but I don't get what's enticing about me, what's amusing about me as a whole. Like,
you don't see it? What?
I don't. That's the thing. Like I don't know. I'm my own biggest critic. That's the biggest thing. Like
it's not always a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing.
So it's really hard for me to push that stuff myself. So like, props to those that can that put themselves out there like that. I'm too self-conscious.
I just think there's so many people on the platform, and yes, people will do it off their own back if they remember. But it's just like a subtle reminder, like, hey, this is an option, like every now and then. And like I say it, like maybe every 20 minutes on my stream, maybe even more frequent than that. I'm like, hey guys, if you're enjoying the stream, remember to drop a follow. They're free, and they'll like point up. But it's just like, oh yeah, shit, I haven't followed this guy yet.
I like what Kwang just said. When I sub to people, I don't give a shit what they offer me. I sub to people when I want them to be happy and succeed in life. I'm the
awesome.
exact same way.
That is awesome. That is
like, the emotes. are just a nice little bonus.
Some people sub for emotes, if your emotes are that good enough, but 9 times out of 10, yeah, that's great.
Like I have a few people that sub to me just for that flex.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, cool, like respect. But majority of them, they tell me that they're doing it just for the love. Just for the love. And it's like, man, I love you guys anyways. You don't have to, but I appreciate you.
Let's move on to section 3.
Yeah, I think it's time for section 3. I think. All right, brilliant. Okay, so just quickly, we're going to we'll just very briefly go through the rules of the game. So this game is called Follow, Sub, or Dip. For anyone who doesn't know, we are about to watch 9 clips from 3 different streamers. So that's 3 clips for each streamer. After each
random streamers we don't know, so it's not.
Yep, completely random. Streamers pretty much chosen at random. The clips are chosen as normally it's their top clip in the last 7 days, their top clip of all time, and then something near the top clip of all time, relatively random. After each streamer, we will talk about them, what we think of them, but we won't say whether we follow, sub, or dip until we've watched all 9 clips. All right.
Only one streamer gets a follow, one streamer gets a sub, and one streamer gets a dip.
All right. Cool. So, have we got the first clip loaded in? Are we ready?
Yep, and cue.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play that clip.
5, 4, 3. I got a whole other thing. Can you show us, because I'm... Anyway, guys, thank you so much, for the stream. You guys have been awesome. And guys, so remember, I will be returned, to stream again with the good old-fashioned anime content, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all right? Tuesdays, Gaming Tuesdays might...
Okay.
What happened there?
Yeah, I'm confused.
I think one of his chat got him to say something. They trolled him. I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Can you show us I'm reading the thing. Can you show us the anime mousepad, the proof? Because I am sure you threw it away after you made it messy.
Ah, okay. All
He
right.
didn't fully read it. He was just like,
Not going to read that.
come on.
All right, okay. Yeah. All right, well, let's get the second clip loaded in. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play that clip.
Wow, O Chen Chen Gadasuki Nandayo.
That means something. That means something dirty in Japanese, by the way.
Very much so.
Okay. All right.
Okay, rule number 1: if you don't know what it says,
don't read.
Don't say it.
It's actually why quite a lot of people don't allow other languages in their chat, because if you can't,
I'm one of those.
Yeah, if you can't understand it, how can you moderate it?
Exactly.
Right, so third clip then, guys. All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play that clip.
I never even thought of doing that to you. I like people who help me, encourage my growth. You're the king of kings. Where will you end up? I want to see it through to the end. I love you as I love God.
Right. All right, so without saying whether you would follow, sub, or dip, what do you think of this streamer, Bob?
I really don't have much to go off of other than the fact that it's very Japanese oriented, like the manga, anime, all that.
Hmm.
And like I love my anime. I've got anime tattoo, but I really didn't get a feel for him as a streamer.
Mm-hmm.
They were relatively vague clips with not much going for them, in my opinion. Like, there's nothing that really caught my attention that made me laugh or cringe or anything like that. It's just okay. Hi.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, go on then, Zendo.
That's pretty much it. Bob's
pure daddy bait. Yes. Agree. Alright.
Go on,
Alright, let's
Zendo.
go to the
Well done.
next time.
Did you not have anything to say, Mr. Zendo, on that?
Oh, said it all. I mean, minimal overlay is best overlay, so props
Yeah,
to that. But other than that,
He's got quite a minimal overlay. He's got quite his energy's not bad.
yeah, he's pretty chat heavy, which is good.
Yeah, I also like the fact that of the 3 clips, they're all quite different. I've noticed. I don't know what he normally streams, but he's also got some interaction there with the chat at the end of the stream. But he seems all right. Shall we move on to the second one?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So clip number 4.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's a great Twitch name.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
Oh no 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 no! Ah!
Okay.
For reference, when you pick up the weapon at the end of the round, you keep it, and then he wanted the weapon, and then he didn't have time to get the other weapon he dropped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like, fuck.
Yeah, a lot of people will buy weapons right at the start of the round and throw them to their teammates.
Yeah, there's an economy in the game, so saving a weapon at the end of the round is like, saves money for the
right.
so you can buy grenades or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that very valid.
All right. So we'll move on then to clip number 5. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
Sure if that's him. I'm too slow.
No poke.
There's the throw.
Yep.
Yeah, we just got it right. Uh-oh.
Sounded like you were about to say a comeback or something, but then you realized not.
Oh yeah, that just happened.
I was with the sniper as well. I looked at the kill feed. That's hilarious. That's like a 9,020 no scope.
Yeah,
All right.
Really
can't
funny.
do that in COD.
DPI for the win.
So clip number 6. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
It's an eco-mobile. Same. Toby. Oh, Toby. Initial D.
Oh fuck, that was gold.
Somebody
Somebody clip that. All right. So Bob, what did you think of that streamer?
There's some good laughs there. I'm digging the overlay. Once again, minimal, as Mr. Zendo says, keeps it clean. It's not in your face, but everything that you need to see is there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I once again didn't really get a feel for them as a streamer, but it looks like they like to have a good time. That's what I got from them. They like to have a good time. I didn't see any chat interaction. It's all very
all gameplay related, like again, like there wasn't much to go off really. And the overlay was great. I like the overlay. So and he seems okay. He seems like he's quite professional in it, but we just didn't get that over, I think.
Yeah. I didn't see any. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, and I agree with Kwong there. The second one, exceptional clip, exceptional. The other two fell flat for me.
Yeah. I mean, everything that happened that was funny was gameplay related. I didn't see any chat interaction, which is always an issue for me in these clips. I mean, like I said, they're not particularly long clips, but that's kind of the fun of the game. I got the feeling just from the clips that we watched that this is one of those guys like he's got like mates that he plays with, and that's kind of his stream. And I myself am not that keen on those kind of streams, so. We'll see how that goes with the result at the end. Shall we move on to the seventh clip?
Yep.
Let me just get these ones loaded now, because I was having issues before. Okay, it's loading in. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Play that clip.
Go.
Boy, no, don't be his sword. He has a small sword. Trust me, I've seen it. And what?
I don't even know.
Should we actually watch that one again, Mr. Zendo?
Yeah, I'm confused.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's watch clip number 7 again. All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
Boy, no, don't be his sword. He has a small sword. Trust me, I've seen it. And what?
Oof.
He said he has a small sword.
A small sword. Trust me, I've seen it.
Right.
Oof.
Okay. Fair enough.
Cool beans.
All right.
Second clip.
Let's move on to clip number 8. Are we ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Play that clip. Sorry, we're not ready.
No. You good, Bob?
All right. Should we go back? Let's go back to the beginning. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, you had to load up these clips because.
All right. Sorry, Bob. Let me know when you're ready. I do apologise.
Underage. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Play that clip.
I'm gonna cry. Bo, stop trolling me. Date Mexican. No. Ew. I'm like scared. If I give him a kiss, I'm gonna get pimples all over my face. I mean, what? I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. Just a prank. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Okay.
She's controversial. Like she was getting trolls, and then she said something like, "If I kiss him, I'll get Pringles all over my face."
I'll get pimples.
Pimples. Oh,
Yeah.
what a bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Also-
that's all I'm getting from her so far.
Also, her mic volume is like weenie.
It's way too quiet.
I have this thing on full volume on the clip.
Yeah, same. All right, are we ready for the last clip then, guys?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's loading. I think. Why is my computer? Come on, don't fight me.
The last clip.
This is the last clip. But come on, Bob. Come
Yeah,
on,
it's
you can make it.
It's loading.
I believe in you,
If
Bob.
you start it now, we should be good.
All
Right,
right.
3, 2, 1. Play that
Right?
clip.
Look at me, I'm the support now. Yep. My ult doesn't do any damage, lol. ALD! Why? Why would you do that?
Well, I needed my ears cleaned. All right, Bob. What are your thoughts?
On that last clip.
Smite isn't my game. Those are my thoughts. Honestly, I'm going to let you guys know now. I'm passing on her.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel dirty after. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. That just made me feel a little uncomfortable. It's like, right, what am I watching and why?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Her
Mr.
camera,
Zendo?
especially on that last clip, her camera just like had the brightness turned up. It was like she was like just looking into a softbox. Like, I don't know why the camera was so. I know she's a bad streamer. I'm putting it out there. We always try and give constructive criticism on these clips, but she's the first one we've seen where it's like, no, she needs a talking to. Like, this is not how you do Twitch.
Don't go bashing other streamers, though, man. Just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, I'd be happy to give advice and help with tips and stuff.
Absolutely. Just don't go straight out saying like.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Are you done, Zendo?
Yeah.
Right. I don't, what is wrong with the camera? It's not just the the exposure on the third one is terrible, but it's actually out of focus on all three of those clips.
Yeah.
Which is really distracting, and having like one stream when you haven't quite set it right, fair enough. But when it's every stream, come on, man, it's not even that difficult to fix that. Whoops. Oh, what did I just do?
no, it's feeling lazy at that point.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't really like her interactions either. Like, she didn't come across very well in them. If you know what I mean. Oh, I accidentally played that clip.
No, it was like snappy bitchy, or it was, hey, why are you trolling me?
Yeah.
No, there are people that look for that sort of thing, but I like my wholesome streams. I personally like my wholesome streams, so I wouldn't be anywhere near hers.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's time to give our verdicts then. So Bob, which one would you dip? Which one would you follow? And which one would you sub?
See, and having to choose that kind of hurts. So dipping on the third one.
Yeah.
That's I'm not too sure out of the other two who I would sub to. Probably the first one more than the second.
Why is that?
Just for that social aspect that he has going on.
All right.
I tune into streams just to be able to have that chat to get to know the person that I'm watching. I see. It feels like I would actually get that from that first guy, while the second guy, he's focused on his gameplay. So I might drop him a follow.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So Zendo, what do you reckon?
I'm gonna say dip the last one, and then I'm gonna do it the other way around. I'm gonna follow the first one and sub the second, just because of the type of games. I kind of get the CS:GO stuff. I kind of like get the content he's putting out, and I really like the overlay as well, which is a big thing that I pick up on personally.
All right. Okay. Well, I think I've said this before, but I think if we were playing the old rules, I would have dipped on all of them.
Yes.
all for different reasons as well. Because like this guy, like I'm not that interested in anime, so I probably wouldn't come to his streams because it looks like that's mostly what he talks about. This one doesn't have enough interactivity as far as I can tell. It looks like he's too interested in the game, which is nice, but it's not the kind of thing that I normally go for. And I don't even know what to say about this, to be honest. It's just a bit of a hot mess, really. But as we are playing this game, I'm going to actually agree with...
Mel's going to go out of the box. He's going to sub the last streamer.
I am not going to sub. Not in a million years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I really, really didn't like that at all. Like, I'm with Bob with the whole wholesome thing. If you're not a wholesome streamer, I'm not staying. If you've not got something nice to say, then you should say nothing. That's what my parents always told me.
Thumper, yep.
So I would dip on the last at the end. I would agree with Bob. I would probably just about follow the middle guy and sub to the first guy, just purely because he, out of all of them, he had the best energy. Again, like Bob said, I think he's the person that I could probably have the most meaningful chat with, and I'd probably have the most meaningful connection with.
Yeah, I
agree with Mr. Zendo's points as well. Like I said, I was on the fence with those first two as to who I would sub to, because I understand CS:GO. I actually love the game. I suck at it. Love the game, but there just wasn't enough there for me at the same time. Gameplay is one thing, but if you don't, especially as a smaller to medium-sized streamer, if you don't have that chat interaction, you've lost me, because it makes me feel like I don't care. But at the same time, like, he's got solid content. He does have solid.
If you were that on Twitch as a platform, like if you're that invested as a streamer, like in your gameplay, and like the chat's a secondary, then why are you streaming? Because the chat should always be our main focus, because that's what Twitch is. You're streaming a game that you like to play to show them and have a chat and chill with your new friends.
Unless you're one of that like 0.001% that's mad sick at the game.
Unless you're a pro player or whatever the fuck,
Well, like, if you're not going to be interacting with the chat, at least explain what you're doing in the game, so that the average person popping by just can understand and relate to who you are and what you're doing. Because for you, Mellar, we explained what was going on in that first clip with theirs. With the no. If you don't know that, like, at the end you got to buy a gun, or at the start of each round you got to buy a gun, you can keep a gun at the end, that the whole context of it is lost.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
You're going to lose people on that.
Yeah, absolutely. All very interesting and valid points, I think. How are we feeling about that then, Mr. Zendo? Have we got anything left to say?
No, I think that's near enough a show. Bob, you've been a fantastic guest. We wanted to have you on for a while, but
honestly,
there's been a queue. Everyone wants to come on this show.
Seriously, Bob, thank you so much for your time today. It's been absolutely brilliant having you. It really has. You've been a fantastic guest. Guys, thank you guys for watching.
One last thing. Here's the merch link. Just spam that in chat real quick. If you did want to pick up yourself a Bitrated mug, look how beautiful it is. You go check that out. Also, you get Mr. Zendo shirts on the Penguin Army. Rep in.
There you go. Go check out Mr. Zendo. But most of all, definitely check out Bobthecanadianguy. He's an absolutely amazing streamer. We've definitely gone into that today. You won't regret checking him out. His name is right there. His socials are coming up at the end. Make sure you check him out. Shall we raid?
A few people here. Shall we do a little raid? Should we get someone,
just before we end, while you're looking for someone to raid,
Lynn.
Lynn. We were originally gonna not have an episode next week, but my hours have changed, so we
can't do next week now.
You can't do that next week. Okay, no worries. Yeah. We're not going to do an episode next week. We're going to try our best to do one the week after. We'll see. But life is kind of getting in the way a little bit at the moment of a Bitrated. But we'll see. So we're going to go send some love to a previous person who we had on the show, episode 10, wasn't it? Or 9?
Last week.
No, it was episode... Yes, it was episode 10. It was the week before. It feels like a million years ago, to be honest with you.
Was Ginge the one?
Ginge was 10. Linky was...
Lynn
was 9.
I was waiting for you guys to get there.
I mean, you could have helped if you knew the answer.
No, this is your show. I'm the guest.
I apologize. All right, well, Mr. Guest. Let's do the race thing.
Yeah, check us out on YouTube. The link is around somewhere, and we will see you guys next time.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Much love to you, Bob.
Anytime. Peace out.
Anytime? Okay, see you next week.
Let's do a raid!
Bye for now, guys.